Okay, welcome to part 4. First of all, I need you to download this plugin and enable it. This plugin makes our resource more manageable. And after you enable the plugin, you should copy the night resource into something like this. And add them into our game library.gd so you can try different heroes. Now we just need add some resource for our enemy, and then we go to the enemy script. Okay, the enemy code. I'm gonna jump to the ready function. First of all, it's going to search for the player node in the current scene and make it and mark it as the player on the player variable. So it's just going to reference to the player node. So player variable is equal player node, and set up our speed HP based on our resource and sprite. And if the weapon name on our resource is random, then we get all the keys from the game library weapons, which there are 3: sword, dagger, and staff. We pick the keys, which is sword, staff, and dagger, as a string, and then pick one of the 3. Simple. And if 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 it's not random on the resource, then my weapon name is my weapon is equal to the weapon name on the resource. So if the weapon name is staff, the attack distance is 200, so it doesn't go with. I'm gonna explain it later. The spawn weapon, I'm gonna explain it later. And setting up our HP bar and blah 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 blah, and our process. Okay, so if the player is not null or not empty and it's not attacking, it's gonna start the process, which is getting the direction based on the player position and the current enemy position. And if the global position and the distance of this enemy and the player is less than the attack distance, which is the default would be 50 if I remember correctly. The attack distance is 30. Okay, if the distance between player and the enemy is 30, it's gonna start attack. But if it's holding a staff which the attack distance is 200, it doesn't need to get closer to the player. It just need to be, in the screen, I guess. It just need 200 distance and start firing up their stuff. Okay, I hope you get it. And then this make attack function, which is attacking, basically attacking and setting attacking true and attacking false, so it doesn't move when it attacks. And then root sprite, you know this already. So knockback is, the knockback duration should be away. Okay, so the knockback direction is the same as our direction to the player. Our here means enemy. Okay, so the knockback direction is equal to the enemy direction to the player, but it flip, so it times -1. So when the minus times minus will be plus, and the plus times minus it would be minus, so it's going to be flip. Okay, and the knockback will be 25 times the knock duration, and set the position to the knock. So if our position is 0, and then we're gonna move to 25 according to the knock direction, and we modulate our sprite's redness to 100. The usual would be between 0 and 1, but 100 it's way over, but it's like making it red, and create a timer for 25 milliseconds, 0.25 second, and turn it back to normal. And the take the image is, you guys know this. Okay, setting HP bar according to its HP, and then the player equals null, and set the animation that, and play the death animation. If it's not, then we going to knockback because it takes damage. Spawn weapon. Okay, so it's the same as the spawn weapon on player enemy on the enter tree. It's just the same, but the hand position would be 404. Why? Because we don't want it to start attacking. We don't want the enemy's weapon to start attacking when we click our left and right mouse button, and it spawn on the main hand of the enemy. If it exit 3, then our signal will be emitted. Okay, so you might not have this already, the enemy killed, but it gonna comes later. Okay, so there you go. I hope you get it. Alright. Damn, it's 7 minutes and a half. Shit. Whew. So before you try your game, I'm gonna need you to edit the player nodes collision to the layer 7 and the mask is none. Player node layer 7 mask none. Okay, and the sword and dagger area to this collision would be on mask 8. No layer, just mask 8. And the fireball is the same as the sword and dagger, and the enemy's collision would be on layer 8. No mask. Okay, and don't forget to connect the area 2D on all our weapon to the script like this, and that's it.